Hello. Welcome back. It is me, Cupcake, Quinn, whatever you name me. We're here playing Monster Prom. We're continuing on our quest to get Polly to love us. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone only defines him by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's much more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Later, you see Polly floating around, her ghostly glow less ghastly than usual.
Hey Green, I'm just hovering a little low today. Everyone seems so hyped about love, and I love being hyped, but I'm not really sure how this love thing works, you know? I thought I was in love once. I met a beautiful girl at a party and felt this strange magic. My temperature rose, I felt even floatier than usual. Everything was so bright and beautiful, I was ecstatic. But then I remembered that I had taken literal ecstasy, and so it was probably just that. Classic mistake, am I right? I've had some pretty good highs, but they say being in love is the greatest high of all. The next time I'm on a date with someone, what can I do to fall in love? Or float in love, since gravity doesn't actually affect me.
So, you don't want Polly to float in love with another person, but you like Polly just too much not to help her, despite the consequences. Scientifically speaking, people fall in love faster when afraid. Do something with them, like getting stabbed. Stare deeply in their eyes for 14 hours. This is hard. Getting stabbed seems like a good idea, but at the same time, I don't know that she's gonna like that just because she doesn't want them to die before she falls in love with them. Staring deeply into their eyes for 14 hours is tough. I'm kind of torn. I'm gonna go stare. I knew it. I called it. Let's go, baby. Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Of course, I'm dead, so I don't actually have literal eyes or a body. I'm just a soul. But what a perfect way to see into the soul of someone who does have a body. Thanks, Green.
With that, Polly disappears, literally, to begin her soul-searching quest for love. She catches up to you a few days later.
Hey, so I went on a Tinder date the other night with this super cute humanoid, and I got him home and we took all our clothes off and we stared into each other's eyes for 82 hours. I figured if 14 hours was great, 82 would be super awesome, mega great. Pretty quickly, his eyes started watering with tears of love for me. I felt so connected, staring into them, that I felt it too. His love for me made him weaker and weaker, and I could see him growing faint and dizzy. And looking so deeply into his eyes, I felt dizzy too. I wasn't even on drugs, so it must have been love. And then he was so in love with me that he died. Oh, on an unrelated note, it turns out that human beings can't look away from a ghost's eyes for as long as they're being stared at. And also require food and water to live. Who knew, am I right? Anyway, we were definitely in love for at least several of those pre-death hours, and I can't wait to feel that feeling again. Thanks, Green. Catch you later with my love-making ghost eyes.
Oh man, Polly has opened herself up to love, and to you. Hopefully, you won't have to make eye contact for quite that long, but hey, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Heck yeah. We're gonna get her. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. We're gonna go to Polly and Damien. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Oh, this is the food fight one, I think.
Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria?
I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling, "Food fight," but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back.
And I can't throw any food because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, sure, but not food.
There's got to be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political.
But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time.
Unbelievably hot! That's it! We'll set the cafeteria on fire! Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson?
It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in to offer an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everyone's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Hey, Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? Maybe you need to get kidnapped by the Trojans. Obviously, we're going for Polly.
I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and shit. What if we skip some steps with some good old flashing?
Polly floats up onto the table, and in a practice motion, whips her top off.
To the victor!
This is a high school cafeteria. Polly's rash action upsets the roiling cauldron of hormones, sets it on fire, and tap dances on the ruins. Soon the air is thick with sausage and gravy. Potato crisps fly everywhere like flavored shrapnel. Polly puts her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they were fighting about.
Looks like mine really were the tits that launched 1,000 ships.
The view you just got makes the pun worth it. Alright, let's see. Let's see about leveling up some of our other stats. I don't know what the stat requirements are, because I know there are stat requirements to ask them out. And I'm assuming it's... I'm gonna go for 20 fun. 20 fun's gotta be enough, right? That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asked what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing, but you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Lovely. You notice Polly and Scott on the lawn doing something. Polly is chewing determinedly on a hula hoop, while Scott covers himself in sunglasses. Despite your better judgment, you ask what they're doing. Yoga, bro. What does it look like?
Leon said we should practice some yoga in order to cleanse our bodies of all the drugs and sports. And I was like, sure, I'll try anything once. So here we are, doing yoga.
It seemed like a lot of work to look up yoga on the internet, so instead we just made an educated guess based on actually nothing. Oh man, what if we're doing it wrong?
Yeah, like, do you know anything about yoga? Do you have any tips for how to do yoga the best?
Focus on deep, mindful breathing. You need yoga pants. Yes, obviously. Yoga pants? Are those pants that do yoga? Or pants that are made out of yoga?
Neither, silly. Man, I can't believe I didn't think of yoga pants before. They mean YOGA pants, as in yielding organic gun armor pants. They're what battle mechs wear when they want to breathe down there.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Of course you would want Your gun armor will be breathable and organic if you're going to do yoga. Polly just happens to have 2 pairs of YOGA pants in her locker. She and Scott lay waste to the countryside and get super limber in the process. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Beautiful. I'm trying very hard not to piss Polly off. Very, very hard. Alright. I'm gonna do one more rave. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that people are so used to calling him Juan's the small magical Latino cat that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him that you'll never forget him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Later, you see that Polly is even more excited than usual, and you decide to see what's going on. You know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching recently, get it? And I think I've finally figured it out. Who I really am, I mean. My soul emoji. The emoji that speaks the truth of my soul. I think a lot of people would say I'm like the winking ghost emoji, or the paella emoji. That's how you say paella, right? I think that's paella. But those are just who I am on the outside, you know? My real soul emoji is the pink heart with a blue arrow through it. It's like, I'm sweet, right? But I've also got a dark side. Plus an arrow through the heart is how I was killed. What about you? What's your soul emoji? My soul emoji is a pink heart with a ribbon around it because it's right next to yours in the selection menu. My emoji is an air horn, loud and proud, and big into hip-hop. I'm gonna go pink heart with a ribbon. Creepy match. Nobody uses the full selection menu. Damn. It's the first time we've pissed her off today. My soul emoji is my most recently used, next to bottle of booze and barber pole. And don't you dare ask me why I use barber pole so much. That's not for creepers like you to know. You didn't think of that. You lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity. Frick! Polly, my love. You just know I'm gonna pop off something big when I get Polly. You arrive at your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming. We're under attack! Alarm! Alarm! Summon the guards! They're using their bizarre mind powers on me. The cute tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses shades just like me, clearly because of the evil twin thing. We are not attacking anyone. We're eating. What do you mean, less attractive? Lies! Subterfuge! Ah, I can feel them in my brain, making me less cool and sexy. Ah! Every single lunch hour. You can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Joust them in Miranda's honor. Drug their food. You reach into your pouch of drugs and pull out a handful of miscellaneous pills, which you sprinkle on the coven's mashed potatoes. What are you doing? Are you trying to drug us? Idiot. Winners don't do drugs. You know what? How about we just move to another table? Haha, suckers. They left all their druggy potatoes. Looks like everything's turning up Polly. Polly eats all of the drugs out of the potatoes and then decides she's a canoe. A canoe that thinks you're kind of cute. Week 5. All right, maybe we should level up our brains. Our brains are not very high. Brains and charm and fun are how we're doing. So I'm gonna go smarts. We need to pump up those brains. Those are rookie numbers. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity of the school. Haven't been for 5 weeks, how would I know? You gain +2 smarts. The teacher hasn't arrived yet, so everybody's just chatting amongst themselves. Polly and Scott are sitting next to you, and you can't help overhearing their conversation.
Alright, I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prankmaster Dog?
Here.
Prankmaster Geist? Present. Great. Okay, our first order of business, Operation Prank the Teacher.
Should we come up with a different name for our operation, bro? Something more secret?
No, Scott, that's what they're expecting.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we should poop on her desk.
That's pretty good. But ghosts can't poop, and I want to participate.
Good point. What else can we do?
Ew, Miss Lestrade is a vampire, right? Why don't we open the blinds so when she comes in, she burns to dust?
Oh boy, that would be such a good prank.
That's why we're the
Prank
Masters!
with a Z.
Scott and Polly excitedly try to open the blinds, but they won't budge. Seems like Miss Lestrade anticipated this particular prank. Ugh, lame. Well, I'm temporarily out of ideas. Scott?
Nothing.
Anybody? Anybody? The Prank Masters are currently accepting applications.
You fancy yourself a bit of a prankster, don't you? Why not treat them to one of your amazing prank ideas? Tell the teacher she's got something on her face. There's no way for her to check. That's true, because she's a vampire. that's clever. I like that. Quick, become a minister and consecrate the room. She won't be able to enter. I'm going to tell the teacher there's something on her face. Your dumb plan totally works. Miss Lestrade shows up and Polly tells her she's got some blood on her cheek. You chime in and tell her she's rubbing the wrong cheek. Scott joins in too, and you manage to keep it going until your teacher flips out and flees to the teacher's lounge to ask someone trustworthy about her face. Meanwhile, you, Scott, and Polly all sneak out of the classroom and have a great time setting rolls of toilet paper on fire in the bathrooms. It looks like you're officially a provisional member of the Prank Masters. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Awesome. I'm gonna bang that coast if it's the last thing I do. Alright. Let's go ahead and pump up our smarts some more. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains +2 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, also, you gain +2 smarts. Hooray! While you may be taking your education seriously for once, Polly sure doesn't seem to be. She smells like a distillery got drunk and banged another distillery. She can barely sit up in her chair. The teacher asks her what the capital of Spain is. 11. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. I meant X, where X is the correct answer to this question. The teacher stomps over to Polly's desk, grabs her by the chin, and sniffs her breath. Polly, she asks, are you drunk in class? Uh-oh. This is one question with no right answer. You better cause a diversion before Polly gets found out. That's going to be funnier to drunk Polly. Say Polly's not drunk, you're drunk. Or release the ferrets. Ferrets is very crazy and goofy. I love that. But I think that's the right answer. Damn it. Wait, the teacher's drunk too? I didn't know teachers could get drunk. I thought there was like a law or something. That's so cool. You want some of my hard whiskey? Polly holds out a very suspicious looking flask. The teacher stares at her coldly. I get it. I didn't
You're not actually drunk. That was a lie my friend told to try and cover for the fact that I'm super drunk in class.
Polly's brilliant detective work earns you both detention. You lose -2 fun and -1 boldness. Coming down to the wire. We're coming down to it. I want to bang the undead. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs.
So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you? But of course, I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither. What kinds of other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I've got a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serfs imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Green, we could probably think up a dope new kind of surf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait.
Oh, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Oh, Miranda, you should get a puppy surf. It's not actually a surf. It's just like 50 cute dogs. You should get a party surf, Polly. A surf to experience your hangovers for you.
A surf? For me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions? Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I can do no wrong. Therefore, it's perfectly fine. Oh, okay. Hell yeah, let's hire a dude to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms. Hire. Polly, dearest, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal.
Polly hires the burliest hangover surf she can find, and the two of you go off out for the night of your lives. The surf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the memories are well worth the second-degree manslaughter. Alright, we have one last chance. I'm not going to get 25. I'm going to get 23 at best. So we're going to go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over other people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Forget about that, though. Polly's here, and she looks ready to party, so basically just normal.
There you are, my favorite party favor besides ecstasy. You ready to get crazy?
You indicate, through a heart-stopping glow stick maneuver, that you are indeed ready to hit the clubs.
The clubs? Not tonight, boo. Tonight, we're gonna engage in my favoriteest pastime. Party crashing. I love crashing parties and making them go wilder and crazier, you know? Tonight, we're gonna crash this totally sweet baby shower I just heard about, and knowing you, I bet you've got some killer ideas for how we should crash it.
Nothing amps up a baby shower like extra babies, or literally crash into the party with like a boat. Extra babies, or a boat. I went with the boat.
See, this is what I come for you for.
Is that a Freudian slip I just said?
See, this is what I come to you for. Toot toot, all aboard the party boat.
Using your advanced nautical knowledge and your proficiency in crime, you easily hotwire a boat to crash it into a party.
Ahoy, landlubbers! Where's the grog? Who's pregnant?
It turns out the party was nautically themed, so the guests immediately start applauding with what they think is a planned interruption. The host is forced to play along or look like an idiot who just lets boats crash into her party. You have a great time sharing rum, singing sea shanties, and giving the baby a sick anchor tattoo on her little unborn bicep. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Alright, the monster prom draws near. It's time. Who are we asking out? I'm gonna tell you right now. It's my girl. Yes, I'm asking Polly out. You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. No! I tried so hard. I got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. You're boredom on a stick. You bore me to death. And then what would I be? A meta ghost? Pass. See ya. Who needs prom? You focused on your career goal of becoming a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out going to prom with cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. And so you never got a job, and in the end, you became homeless. Don't even dare to think of that monster prom isn't important. Damn. I'm kind of sad. I'm pretty sad. I thought we had it that time. I really did. We messed up a couple of things, obviously, but it's not. We tried. Can't believe we didn't pull it off. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott and Polly started attending yoga classes. They were highly underwhelmed by the real thing. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building the power because she's not the part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything until one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Well, we tried. I don't know. I really don't know what else I could have done. I tried really hard to make that ghost girl love me. Gosh. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. Anyway, if you have any suggestions for how I could improve my play, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. It costs you nothing, and it makes me feel good. So, numbers go up, make me go, haha, burn. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please click the next, please watch the next one, and please continue watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.